This video for those who use mobile phone to upload video shots on YouTube. If you don't want to use your YouTube mobile application to upload your shots, stop watching this video right now, because I am not going to tell you how to cut your video to needed size via Davinci. Instead, I expect you to select needed part of your video to create shots from it via YouTube mobile application. Reasonable question will be, why on earth do we need Davinci at all if we can merge video files and select needed part of screen for each file independently via YouTube mobile application? Well, you don't need Davinci just for merging your video files and selecting needed part of screen to create shots from your video. Because for this, just follow needed steps on your YouTube mobile application after pressing plus sign for creating shots. But sometimes you would like to correct something before uploading your video. For example, cut something or adjust sound level between two video files. After performing these simple operations, you're going to face issues to open newly created video file by Davinci via your YouTube mobile application. Here, I am going to lead you step by step how to create project, perform merge of two video files with adjustment of sound level, and render it in format which is visible via YouTube mobile application and with file settings which allows to overcome known bug unable to preview video. Thus, you can proceed with corrected video file via Davinci with YouTube mobile application as usual to select needed part of screen and upload your shots. If you first time open Davinci, you would like to create a new project. Here the button New Project. Or you can double click on exist one to open already created project. In my case, I will open exist one to save time, but still I will show you all needed settings to be done. Go here in Settings and choose Custom. Here in Custom, you should select your video width and height and amount of frames. If you are not sure what this data exactly is, just go to your video file, right-click, Properties, and go on Page Details. Here you can find your video width, height, and amount of frames. After you put this data here in accordance, you also would like to select maximum resolution which is possible to increase your video sharpness. After this, go to File, Import, Media, and just select files you would like to work with. Be aware that if you did not done the settings I just show you and you open these files, the project will ask you to adjust some settings, and even if you say yes please, I agree, adjust, after you render your video sometimes you might have an issue with quality, sharpness, and so on. So better, before opening these files, please make settings I showed you, then open these files. When you open files, you can work with them on next pages. In Davinci Resolve, you have 7 different pages, and from these pages I will show you how to use 3 of them. First is Edit, second Fairlight, and third one Delivery. Let's start with Edit page. Just drag and drop your first file you would like to work with, maximum adjusted to left border. Then drag and drop second file, maximum close to the first one, like this. Now, if you see it's little bit overscaled and I don't want to scroll each time to see all 2 files together, I can adjust it little bit with this thingy like this, and now these 2 files will be visible on one page. Now, as you see, we have a different sound level between these 2 files. To work with this, just select first file, right click on it and go to Normalize Audio Levels. Here choose YouTube and go with Normalize. As you see, it's in progress, and now everything which had too low volume will be a little bit higher, and upside down, if it was too higher, will be a little bit lower to YouTube standards. Same thing you can do with second file and as you see, it's also little bit rise here. Now, when it's done, and if you hear that it's still some volume adjustment is needed between two files, you can go to the page Fairlight, and here you should use mixture. Make sure that it's opened. For this, click on mixture and make sure that dynamics is open by clicking on three dots and make sure that this flag is settled. Now double click on it and let's take a look what do we have here. We have a limiter, compressor and expander. Here we will need first of all compressor. Switch it on. Now use ratio for 2:1/2. This is better for dialogue, but you can also leave it default, it's not so important. But threshold is something we will play with. For my video, I know that if I put 20 here, everything which we have in input here more than 10 in red light will be here in output between 20 and 10, somewhere on 15 level, which is still between green and yellow light but not in a red. This make my speech during the video more smooth without some peaks. Still, you can feel that somewhere on the video something is too low speaking because you were in that moment too far from the microphone or something else needed adjustment. Then you can use makeup mixture here and little bit rise it like this, and this will make all your sounds, all speech during your video which is too low, little bit higher. Still, it can happen that some part of your video have some peaks, and even with these settings it's still little bit cutting your ear. Then you have two options. First, you can use this limiter which is cutted everything very strictly and putting somewhere on point of 22, 23. It will definitely reduce everything which is too loud. But this will cut everything during the video and make all in general impression of your speech, of the sound on the video little bit lower than it should be. Instead of using this limiter, if you still have some issues, better go and do it manually on this audio file. First of all, adjust it a little bit to see better what is going here. And for example, if you listen and you hear that this part is little bit louder than this part, you can adjust it manually, dragging this line a little bit lower like this. Here you listen it again, and if you're satisfied with the level of sound that everything is smooth, you can proceed further. What I have just done, it's same if I would use this limiter, but I use it only for this second part of video instead of using all file in general. When all these things already done, you can come back to edit page, and here you should select all, Ctrl+A, and right click and press new compound clip. Here give any name, it won't be visible anywhere, make it be test, whatever, and press create. Now, as you see, instead of two files, we have one single file with adjust our volume of sound more or less to same level and with YouTube standards. Now we are ready to deliver. Go to delivery page, and here you have different options for rendering. Never choose YouTube or something other except custom export, because in this case you will lose your quality of the video, and when you upload to YouTube it will be cutted again and you will lose quality of the video twice. We don't need that. That's why please use custom export. Here you can use either QuickTime or MP4. QuickTime has its plus as PCM codec for audio and put it on 24, which is recommended as a golden middle to work with audio after deployment. However, this video format, QuickTime, cannot guarantee you that you will see your video file after deployment on your mobile phone. Sometimes on Android it's not visible. That's why to have opportunity to see this file on any Android version and to have opportunity to work with YouTube application further, as we discussed on the beginning of the video, you would like to select MP4 here. It has all same settings as QuickTime, except audio codec, which is AAC now, also not so bad. Now let's go step by step settings to save your video quality, because currently if your video file was, for example, 330 MB, with QuickTime it will be cut to 71 MB, with MP4 it will be cut to 28, which is almost same as you will choose YouTube, which will cut it to 20. This means that you need to play a little bit with these settings to save your quality of the video. You can leave everything by default here except few things. Here by default it's put like automatic best, put it on restricted to, and you can leave 80,000 as a maximum here because it wouldn't affect significantly of the file size, but it will give you maximum sharpness. And if you're working with text like me, for example, you will see that if you make a screenshot after delivery and compare with the original file, both files looks absolutely the same. And second thing, you would like to choose quality here. That's it, guys, only two things. Sometimes be aware that here it can jump to native, however by default it's auto, just check it. That's it. Now with these settings and with MP4, your file will be visible after you download it on your mobile phone to work with your YouTube application. One thing, there is a known YouTube bug, or maybe Davinci, I don't know, or maybe it's not a bug or feature, whatever. If you would like to overcome the issue, when you open your already created by Davinci video file on your mobile phone and you see that this file is not opening in preview mode on your YouTube mobile application. This is because Davinci added some metadata to your video file after delivering it or while delivering it. That's why you should go here in File and you should select this Render Without Time Code. And if you press this information, you see enable this option when uploading to streaming service from a mobile device. Now, if you deliver this file, you shouldn't have any issues not only by seeing it via Android, but also opening it via your YouTube mobile application in preview mode to proceed as you usually working with your YouTube files to upload them as shorts. You will have opportunity to select needed part of screen you would like to cut and so on. So now just click Add to Render Queue and here render all. That's it, guys. Be aware that when you will have a new Davinci version like 20, 21, whatever, you can see on the site it's already available, Davinci Resolve 20 in beta mode. Check that all the settings did not change here. It could be that they already changed. Then just play around, take notes to be sure that everything what already changed have no influence on the video quality after delivery. Because as I told, if you already lose your quality on the moment of delivery, you will lose it even more after you will upload it on YouTube, and don't be surprised after all, then on YouTube your quality is poor. That's it, guys. Last thing but not the least, please follow me on my channel Daddy with Python, where I created short lessons, just 3 minutes per each, how to learn Python. See you guys in my shorts videos. I will attach a link to this playlist in description to this video. Bye.